Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to the Fertility Naturally Masterclass. I hope you can hear me clearly. Just mention in the chat box if you can. I'll begin with a quick introduction to myself. My name is Anchal. I'm a fertility coach. I have been helping women and couples improve their fertility naturally and conceive since the last 8 years or so. And this is driven by my own journey of infertility as well. So during the session, I'll talk a little bit about that. Today's session is for all of you who are trying to conceive. You may have any diagnosed fertility issues, or maybe there are no issues diagnosed. It's called unexplained infertility. You may be trying naturally, or maybe you are undergoing treatments as we speak, or maybe you've undergone treatments in the past. So all of you who are in this journey of trying to conceive at this point of time, the session will be relevant to you all. Today we will be covering what are the 3 root causes of fertility struggles, what are some common mistakes which couples trying to conceive make. I will share with you a 4-pillar framework which I follow when I work with my students to help them improve their fertility. We will also be going through the wins of some of my older students, and there are also some bonus gifts that you will receive towards the end of the session. So stay tuned, listen in very, very carefully. I'm sure there will be some takeaways for you from today's session. So make the most, maybe, grab a pencil and a notebook and write down some points. It may have been that you've been trying to conceive for a while. Can you mention in the chat box like how many months or how many years you have been on this journey of trying to conceive? If you are ready to share, just mention in the chat box your answer. You can also message me one-on-one. Okay, Neha, thank you for sharing. Neha says 16 years. Palvi says 1.5 years. Okay, anyone else? Nivedita, months. Anishka says 2 months, but my AMH is 0.5. Raksha, hi, we've been trying since 8 months. Okay, all right, great. Thank you all of you for sharing. You can also send me a message one-on-one if you would prefer that. Deepa says 19 years. Nisha says 4 years. Yeah. Runa says my MH is 0.85. Lily says 3 years. So I can understand, every cycle, every month, every menstrual cycle, first there is hope, right? When you are around the ovulation time, you are planning your intercourse, you want to get pregnant in that cycle. But then finally the period comes at the end of the cycle, and there is a lot of disappointment that creeps in. It may be possible that your reports are saying everything is normal, and therefore you are wondering then why is pregnancy not happening. You may have been told that just keep trying, so keep trying and it is going to happen. Or you may have been told don't waste your time, quickly move to IVF. So yeah, today's session is going to help you to some extent, figure out some missing links so that you can go back and start focusing on those, because with so much of confusion and uncertainty, you start doubting yourself, right? You start questioning that what is wrong with my body? Why am I not getting pregnant? The whole world is getting pregnant left, right, and center, right? So you should be able to figure out some missing links from today's session. So let us begin by understanding what are the 3 root causes when you are trying to conceive but you are not getting the results. So the first one is the circadian rhythm of the body. Your body has a natural cycle, which is that in 24 hours, there are 3 cycles of 8 hours each. The first cycle is 4 a.m. to 12 noon, where the body is doing elimination of toxins, detox work very nicely. Second cycle is 12 noon to 8 p.m., when the cycle is doing, your body is doing digestion work very efficiently. And the third cycle, 8 p.m. to 4 a.m., is the cycle of assimilation, which means that whatever good nutrients you've eaten throughout the day, now is the time in this third cycle that the body is going to put it to use to make good quality eggs, good quality sperms. So sometimes what happens is that there are some habits that one is following which are going against the rhythm, which are not allowing the body to do its work. So you have to make a correction over there. For example, in the morning cycle, when body is doing detox nicely, we don't want to distract the body by giving it, heavy meals in the morning itself, because that's a lot of digestion work. We want the body to focus on removing toxins. Why is removing toxins super important for fertility? I'm just going to cover it on the next slide. So therefore, the good habits that you can follow in this cycle, which will help body do a nice detox from your reproductive system, will be that you should be eating a light breakfast, a healthy breakfast, which is easy to digest, not very heavy. Plus, you should be exercising in the morning time, because with movement, again, toxins are going to move outside, out of your reproductive system. For the second cycle, which is the digestion cycle, the way to follow this will be that your heavier meals, your main meals of the day, can be in the cycle of 12 noon to 8 p.m., which means that you should be finishing your dinner early. So if we do late night dinners, then the digestion work is going to spill over into the third cycle. So we don't want that to happen. Your body will have to spend more energy on digestion, not just time, but also more energy, because digestion work it can do over here in the best way. Okay, so try to have your dinner before 8 p.m., or if that's not possible for you for some reason, then just try to ensure that, try to keep it as close to 8 p.m. as possible. So this is again one common mistake that I see people do, having late night dinners. And the third one is for the third cycle. In this cycle, we want the body to do the self-healing work, do the assimilation work. Therefore, again, in this cycle, we don't want to typically eat. So no late night, binging, late night dinners. And also, you need to sleep sooner than later, because only when you sleep, the body is going to be able to create your fertility properly. Okay, so fine tune some of these habits so that you align with the body's circadian rhythm. Just know that getting pregnant is a natural process. For that, you just have to keep going close to natural laws, and circadian rhythm is one of them. Moving ahead, let me now talk about detox. Okay, I was saying the morning cycle is very important for detox. So let's talk a little bit about what do toxins really mean, how do they enter your body. See, toxins are waste products. Your body is made up of 75 trillion cells. Each cell is part of a system. Okay, so it could be digestive system, reproductive system, nervous system, so on and so forth. And all these cells are doing their work. Okay, so they are like mini factories. So what happens in a factory? In a factory, when some work is done, waste product will get generated. Maybe there will be some smoke, maybe there will be some waste water, and these waste products have to be removed from the factory, right? Because if you don't remove them, if they stay trapped inside, then slowly and steadily they will start getting accumulated in the factory. And at some stage, the workers who are working in that factory will not be able to breathe, they will not be able to do the work they are supposed to do, and the factory is going to shut down, right? So similarly, in your body also, these 75 trillion cells, when they are doing their work, they are going to release waste products. These waste products have to be removed by your body every single day through the urine you pass, through the motions you pass, through the air that you breathe out from your nose, or through the sweat. When you sweat through your skin, these are ways in which body is removing toxins. Toxins also enter the body from outside. For example, maybe air is polluted, water you are drinking is not clean, maybe you are using some chemical based cosmetics on your skin, maybe the foods you are eating, there are packaged foods, so there are a lot of preservatives and artificial ingredients over there. So all these also add to the toxin overload. Now, the problem with toxins is that while your body is trying to remove every day, but if the load is more than what the body can deal with, then these toxins start creating imbalances. So they are going to go destroy your eggs, egg quality gone, AMH gone low. They are going to go destroy the sperm quality reduces. They are going to come in between the hormones, so hormones will not be able to talk to each other, there will be hormonal imbalance, so on and so forth. So therefore it's very important that you ensure that the toxin overload in your daily lives is less. And one of the ways in which you can follow that is, like I was mentioning in the last slide, your morning time, try to keep it light, try to keep it clean, do little bit exercise here so that detox happens very nicely. Okay, so this is the second reason. The third one is that our body speaks to us through signals, but we don't listen, right? Because there are some symptoms that you may be getting, but you learn to live with them. You think this is normal, this is a part of life. You don't address those signals. What are these? Let me talk about a few. So for example, you may be having some gut health related issues. Okay, so I always say this: if you want to get results, if you want to improve your fertility, and if you think you've tried everything else, you've done all kinds of tests, please start looking beyond the reproductive system, because your body is one whole. Okay, so whatever is happening in the rest of the body is going to have an impact on your fertility also. So if you have bloating issues, constipation or acidity, it will have an impact. Bloating may mean that the foods you are eating, your body is not able to digest them properly. They are going and they are fermenting in your gut. We want nutrients to be available for your fertility, but the digestion only is not happening properly. If you have constipation issues, I just mentioned that it's very important to remove wastes from your body on a regular basis. But if you are constipated, those wastes are not going out. And so many students I work with on fertility are suffering with constipation issues. So if you want to improve your fertility, please resolve your constipation. Acidity. So if you have acidity issues, it means your foods are more on the acidic side. Acidity is not a body defect, okay, that I have a problem of acidity. No, your diet is including more foods which are alkaline, that are acidic. We want to bring in more foods which are alkaline. That's how your fertility is going to improve. So don't ignore the gut health issues. Don't say that this is common for me. No, you need to resolve the gut health issues. The next one would be fatigue. If you think that you are always low on energy, no matter what you do, even if you are sleeping at night properly, but when you wake up in the morning, you are not feeling fresh, or maybe around afternoon times, you see that your energy comes crashing down, or throughout the day only you keep feeling lethargic. That again is a signal your body is giving you. Your body does not have the energy. How will it work on fertility? Fertility is a very, very important task. Getting pregnant, bringing a new life into this world is a very important task for your body. So if your energy levels are low, you need to address that. Next one, headaches and migraines. Here again, one learns to live with it. I have a migraine problem. So be it. But no, this needs to be addressed. If you are getting frequent headaches, frequent migraines, or maybe towards your menstrual cycle, just before menstruation or maybe just before ovulation, you start getting headaches, then it does have an impact on fertility. Next one will be some metabolic imbalances, where one generally thinks that I'm taking medicines. I have a thyroid imbalance, I have hypothyroid or maybe hyperthyroid, but I'm taking a medicine, so now my levels are okay, now my reports are fine. But here is the thing, the medicines can control the numbers, but they don't address the root cause, right? So for example, let's say for thyroid, a root cause may be that you are someone who takes a lot of stress. So thyroid is very, very sensitive to stress. So stress is going to disturb your thyroid balance. So while you are now taking a medicine, keeping the thyroid level in control, but you've not addressed the stress aspect. And therefore, that stress aspect is going to go and disturb your hormones. It is going to go and cause oxidative stress for the sperms or for the eggs, right? If we look at blood sugar, let's say if one has diabetes, you may be taking medicine for diabetes, but again, the medicine is going to regulate the sugar numbers for you, the HbA1c, etc. But let's say if the root cause of the sugar imbalance was that your diet is lacking fiber rich foods. We need fiber in your diet for good fertility. Fiber does detox work very nicely. So we have to address the root cause rather than thinking medicine is taking care of my sugar numbers. And similarly for cholesterol, if you have high cholesterol, see, healthy fats in your diet are very important. So if the quality of fats that you are eating is not good, that may be one of the reasons why there is a cholesterol imbalance. So you should look at having good sources of fats in your diet, so that again, the egg quality, sperm quality, hormones, all hormones are made with fats. So you need to ensure that your cholesterol numbers are okay, not just with medicine, but by working at the root cause level, which means that we want good sources of fat in the diet. Okay, and the next one will be like for women, the periods. So what is the health of your periods? Because this is like a monthly report card that we have. So if you are someone who's getting a lot of pain during periods, maybe you have to take a medicine for suppressing that pain. It's not a good sign. We want to have, while pain is normalized with periods, but no, periods should be pain free, or there should be just mild pain at the max. Similarly, PMS, if you are getting a lot of premenstrual syndrome, so some of the common PMS that women get, it would be you are getting hot flashes, or you're getting mood swings, or you're feeling some pain in your lower abdominal area, or maybe some gastric issues like bloating and all also sometimes start as PMS. Here again, PMS, though it is normalized, but no, you should not get severe PMS. PMS should be at the most mild, or it should not exist. If you are getting clots in your period flow, period blood should be free flowing. There shouldn't be recurring clots which you get in your period. And the last one is if your cycles are irregular. So this is one big mistake I have seen women making, that if your cycles are irregular, you should address why that is happening. You should try to make your cycles regular naturally, not by taking medication. A lot of times people are taking medicines to get their periods, but please know that if you want to get pregnant, ovulating is more important than getting periods. If your ovulation is healthy, if you are ovulating a healthy egg every single month, naturally your body is going to produce the hormones that are required to create the uterine lining. If the fertilized egg does not come, this lining is going to shed and you will get your period. But if we put all our focus on, oh, period is not coming, I need to take a medicine to get the period. What will the medicine do? When you eat the medicine, it's going to go inside and create this lining. And when you stop the medicine, this lining is going to shed, which is called withdrawal bleeding. So does the medicine address the fact that you have not ovulated in a healthy manner? No. Right? So always focus more on ovulation. Periods are going to be an outcome of that. Okay. All right. So these were the 3 root causes of fertility issues. If any of these you can see for yourself that, yeah, this is something that I have been ignoring, then you should go back and start working on it. Do a good detox, follow the natural circadian rhythm of the body, listen to the signals which your body is getting. If you have gut health issues, improve your gut health. If you are feeling low energy levels, improve your energy levels, get rid of frequent headaches, migraines, improve your thyroid health, improve any insulin sensitivity that might be there in your body, include healthy fats in your diet, and ensure that your periods are healthy in the sense that clot free, regular, not too much of pain, not too much of PMS. All right. Would any of you like to write in the chat box if any of these points is applicable to you, the root causes? Then we are going to move ahead to the next part of today's session. Yeah, Pallavi says, I have headache, migraine issues. So you need to resolve that, Pallavi, okay? If you want to improve your fertility, improve everything else. All right, so get rid of the migraines. SM also says gut health and migraines. Mona, questions I'll be taking towards the end of the sessions. All of you are, I think, writing some questions in between. Questions will be towards the end of the session. Very scanty periods, gut issues. Whenever that happens, my period skips, period problem. For me, everything is fine, but since last 3-4 months, I'm getting clots in the period. Otherwise, period is on time. So yeah, you should not be getting clots, Ruchi. So check that. Seema says thyroid issues. So yes, you have to improve your thyroid health. Okay, now we are going to move ahead. So let's go through one student win. I'm just going to put this out on the screen. We'll watch it together.
To stop living life around pills, to slow down, to listen to my body, to change my lifestyle, to work mindfully, travel less, and to finally say no without guilt. I chose myself. I chose healing over hustle, trust over timelines. Along this journey, while one day scrolling through Instagram, I found guidance in form of Anchal, my fertility coach, who helped me return to basics. Things like food that supported detox instead of burdening digestion, importance of morning sunlight, deep breathing, early nights, gentle therapies that supported my body's natural rhythm. Under her supervision, something shifted. My doctor also supported her approach because it was almost working like a miracle. But here's what matters the most. Every body is different. What worked for me may look very different for you. My reset took 3 to 4 months. Yours may take longer or maybe lesser. That's okay. This is not about copying a plan. It's about understanding your body. So if you're someone who's feeling stuck, give yourself 5 to 6 months of consistency and then reassess. No guarantees, no shortcuts. Just patience, consistency, and a lot of faith in your body. Last
All right, so that was Aishwarya sharing her experience, and she did go ahead and conceive naturally. Let me also share with you a little bit about what was her background, which I put out on the screen again. So when she came to me, she had been trying to conceive for 3 years. She had two chemical pregnancies, one ectopic pregnancy, one failed IVF. Her low AMH was 0.32 or 0.69. We are not sure because two separate reports showed two separate numbers. But anyway, she had low AMH, and also she had very painful periods. Okay, so when we worked on the root causes, that is when things transformed for her and she was able to get the much awaited success. Let me also talk a little bit about my fertility journey. This dates back to 2014, when I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease called ulcerative colitis, and I had to take heavy medication for that. While I was dealing with the autoimmune, my period started becoming irregular. So I had to take medicine. Only with medicine I would get the period. Sometimes even with medicine I would not get it, and then my doctor would change the medicine. So a lot of trial and error was happening. A lot of tests were happening in the background. These tests revealed that my AMH was low. So what you see here on the screen, you can see my report. This is AMH of 0.39, which was Jan of 2015, and my egg quality was also poor. So I was told that you have 3 months. Try on your own. If you get pregnant, well and good. Otherwise, you don't have time to waste. We have to rush you for IVF. But while I was, going through that 3 month deadline and trying to get pregnant, and I was also wondering that how can someone conceive when you are, under so much of stress about the timeline that you have only 3 months. But yeah, I got introduced through a friend to Nature Cure, which is a philosophy that said that your body has self-healing powers. So if you are finding it difficult to get pregnant, if you have any diagnosed fertility issues, it simply means that your body is out of balance, and therefore you need to go back to the laws of nature, start implementing them, so that your body is able to go back to its state of balance. Being in balance is the default mode of your body. So I found this philosophy very, very empowering, because I said that, okay, now I finally know what I have to do. So tell me what diet, lifestyle changes I need to do. I started doing all of that, and yeah, the 3 month deadline came and went, but I didn't worry too much about it. And in June of 2015, I conceived naturally. My son was born in 2016, and after a year or two is when I started my fertility coaching practice, because I really wanted to let more and more people know that there is an option available, right? If you have low AMH, poor egg quality, or you are struggling with some fertility challenges, there is hope. There are things that you can do and get success in your journey. So that's what I teach in the programs that I conduct. So moving on to the next part of today's session, we will talk about some common mistakes which couples trying to conceive make. Let's begin with the first one. What you see here on the screen is a picture. I want you guys to answer this. What do you see here in the on the screen? What's happening here? Can you write in the chat box what's happening over here in this picture? Pallavi says construction is happening. Yes, construction is happening. Go a little deeper. Pillars are there, right? But what are they trying to make? Some construction is happening. Construction. Raksha says basement. Okay. Strong base. Yes, Gauri, that's a good answer. Gunjan says they are digging a pit. SM says foundation. Yeah, those are the answers. Okay, strong base, foundation. making the base, Mona. Yes, the base is so important. Shabin says foundation is laid. Yeah. So if they have to make a construct a building over here, the foundation has to be strong. Otherwise, that building is not going to stand, right? So similarly, for your fertility also, no matter whether you are trying to conceive naturally or through IUI or IVF, the foundation has to be strong. And what is this foundation? This foundation is you. So if you are strong, your chances of getting pregnant naturally increase. So one common mistake that I have seen people couples make, is that they are chasing supplements, right? So they're just trying to load up on lots and lots of supplements, or they are chasing treatment. So they are, doing one treatment, then going on to the other, going on to the third, or they are changing their doctors, their fertility specialists. But while they are doing all of this, they are not focusing on themselves. They're not focusing on the core. Okay, so egg quality is yours, sperm quality is yours, the environment in the uterus, environment in the womb is yours. There has to be good blood circulation, hormones are yours, hormones have to be healthy, etc., etc. So focus on that part also, even if you are taking supplements or doing treatments. Okay, the second mistake that I often see is treating fertility as a one person journey, where it's about finding that the problem is with whom. So the wife, the test results of the wife are not okay, the husband says I'm okay, everything is okay for me. Or vice versa, the husband's sperm report is not good, but wife says my reports are totally okay. No, if you are looking at improving your chances of success, especially if you have been in this journey for 6 months plus, my suggestion to you will be, even if the reports are okay, both the partners should really work on themselves, because fertility is a 50-50 biological partnership. 50% contribution is coming from the husband, 50% is coming from the wife, and this happens all the time. This is like one of the most common things I hear, that our reports are all normal, right? Some of you here in the chat box were also writing all reports normal, all reports normal. Therefore, look beyond reports. Reports are important, but yes, they are only evaluating on certain parameters. They don't tell the full picture. The full picture your body knows. Your body will make you pregnant when it is ready. So you have to ready your body for pregnancy. The third mistake is ignoring vitamin D levels. So generally, when you do your fertility tests, vitamin D is not included in the standard fertility tests, but it's a very, very important aspect for both male as well as female fertility. So if you've not checked your vitamin D numbers, let's say in the last few months, you should go ahead, check your numbers, ensure that there is no deficiency. If your numbers are low, if you are deficient in vitamin D, you should take a supplement, a course of supplements, and get your vitamin D levels back on track. Okay, so this often gets missed by couples, and some people are like severely deficient in vitamin D. The next one, similarly, is vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is important for egg quality also. It's important for the integrity of the sperm DNA. If vitamin D is deficient, it can have an impact on implantation, etc. And here again, this gets missed because B12 is not going to come in the standard fertility test, but it is important. So go back and check your B12 numbers if you've not done that in the last few months. And if there is a deficiency, you must take a supplement and do the correction. And the fifth mistake is that, iron is very, very important for fertility. So iron ensures that oxygen is properly delivered to your reproductive system, so that eggs can be made nicely, sperms can be made nicely. And if this work does not happen, then ovulation will get impacted, your endometrium lining will get impacted, your sperm quality will get impacted. So one thing I have noticed is that a lot of times couples are checking the hemoglobin number, and if hemoglobin is okay, then they say that fine, this is okay for us, this is not an area of concern. But no, you will have to dig a little bit deeper. So I always say that apart from hemoglobin, you will have to also look at iron, serum iron, and you will also have to look at ferritin. So ferritin are the iron reserves of your body. Iron reserves are important for fertility. See, what you have to know is that fertility is not a everyday function for your body. Everyday function is, to purify the blood, pass the impurities in by way of urine, or by way of the motions you pass, or digest the food that you're eating. Those are routine functions. Fertility is an extra function. So your body says, I don't have resources. If your ferritin levels are low, your body says, I don't have extra reserves, I don't have resources, I can't do this extra work. I am just going to focus on the everyday work, right? So therefore, it is important that you check your ferritin levels if there is a need. I mean, if there is a deficiency of ferritin, you should again go ahead, correct it through a supplement for the short run. Plus, of course, food wise also, you should ensure that there are enough iron rich foods in your diet. Okay, so these are the 5 common mistakes. Any of these mistakes you guys have been doing? Anything you feel that, oh, we need to go back and check this? You can write in the chat box. You can just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever is valid for you. Anyone? Okay. Preeti says 3, 4, 5. All right. SM says 1 and 2. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you for responding. But yeah, just go back and work. Ruchi also says 1 and 2. Palvi says 1. Yeah. Raksha says 3 and 5. Rakshita says, tell about the lubes. Rakshita, questions at the end. Let me just cover the slides first. It'll take me a few minutes more, then I will take up your questions. Okay, so good. If you are able to figure out a few things from here that you should go back and take care of, good, note it down and make these corrections. See, when you are struggling to conceive, it's all about figuring out what is the missing link. What can I do more? Okay, your body is designed, physically designed, for women, physically designed to get pregnant. So if it is not happening for months or for years, you just have to keep plugging the gaps. Okay, keep figuring out the gaps, keep plugging them. We will move ahead now. So let me talk about the 4-pillar framework, which I suggest you should use for improving your fertility. So number 1 is diet. Everyone knows that diet is super important. So today I will just cover the top nutrients for fertility. The first one is folate, which is vitamin B9. So a lot of times women are taking a prenatal supplement, which is folic acid. The naturally occurring version of the folic acid is called folate, and it is available in plenty in various foods. So ensure that you are including these foods in your diet to get the natural folate, which the body is able to digest very well and use very well. So important both for male as well as female fertility. The second one is zinc. Again, important both for male and female fertility. And if you are including a few seeds like pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds in your diet, chickpeas, cashew nuts, whole grains, especially millets, you will get zinc from there. So when I say millets, In terms of flour, in terms of the atta, millets will include ragi, jawar, bajra, and in terms of the rice, there are 6 varieties of millet rice. They are called kodo millet, proso millet, little millet, barnyard millet, etc. Okay, so bring in millets in your diet for rice and for rotis. That will give you good quality zinc. Also, this is fiber rich, so we want good fiber in the diet. We want to get rid of insulin resistance, if any. So millets is a good addition to the diet. The next fertility nutrient will be omega-3 fatty acids. We want good fats in the diet. So these are primarily going to come through the seeds like flax seed, chia seed, pumpkin seeds, or garden cress seeds, and also through nuts like walnuts, important both for male as well as female fertility. Antioxidants are very, very important. If you are someone who's suffering from poor egg quality, poor sperm quality, you may have a overload of toxins in the system, and they are going and causing a lot of oxidative stress for your sperms and for your eggs. So antioxidants are going to go and neutralize all these bad guys who are spoiling your eggs and sperms, right? So antioxidants are going to come through nuts like almonds. Fruits are high in antioxidants, so guava, any citrus fruits like oranges, mosambi, grapes, kiwi will be high in antioxidants. Pomegranate will be high. Berries are high in antioxidants, and especially the Indian berry called gooseberry or amla, whenever it is in season for you, wherever you live, you must include amla in your diet. So antioxidants are very important. The next one is going to be selenium. This is specifically more important for male fertility because it helps in improving the quality of the sperm. So for selenium, you can include 1 or 2 Brazil nuts in your diet every day. The males can include. You can also do sunflower seeds. Millets again will be good for selenium. Brown rice is good. Mushrooms is good. If you are someone who has a thyroid imbalance, whether you are a male or a female, selenium becomes very important, and therefore even if you are taking thyroid medication, you must include again 1 or 2 Brazil nuts, soaked Brazil nuts in your everyday diet. And the last one is going to be iron, right? So we already spoke about hemoglobin, iron, ferritin. If there's a deficiency, take a supplement for 2-3 months under guidance. But yes, very, very important, especially for women. And often, I'm telling you, this is like a big piece which gets totally overlooked, and therefore do check it out and ensure that you are having ample sources of iron in your diet. Okay, so that is the first pillar for fertility, which is what diet are you eating. The second pillar is exercise. So just see that you are doing some moderate bit of exercise every day. The third bit is sleep habits, again something which is often misunderstood, but if you were listening to me when I explained the circadian rhythm, you will understand how this plays a big role when you are trying to improve your fertility. And the fourth one is the mindset. Okay, so mindset means how are you thinking about your fertility journey? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts that are going on? So when you work on all these 4 aspects together, you help your body regain its natural state of fertility, its natural state of balance, and that is when your fertility is like at its peak and you are able to get pregnant. So it's all about helping your body reach there, making it prepare for getting pregnant. Now, talking a little bit more about the mindset part, once we had run this poll on one of our WhatsApp groups where we asked that what's the hardest for you to manage when you are trying to conceive. Can you guys share in the chat box which of these would you say is the most difficult for you? Sleep, stress, or food? Stress. Okay, Raksha says stress. SM also says stress. Ruchi also stress. Nikita also stress. All right. Kalpana Ashokan says sleep. All right. Anyone else? Yeah. So a lot of you have written stress. Rakshita is also saying stress. Um, but is it possible not to take stress when you are trying to conceive? You've been at it, for months, years. You're not getting results. Is it possible not to take stress? If I tell you, and I'm sure lots of people would have told you, don't take stress. But is it possible that you don't take stress? It's difficult, right? Yeah, SM says it's difficult. It's difficult not to take stress. But what I will share with you here, I mean, because this is also an advice which I received when I was in my fertility journey, that don't take stress. It will happen. Just keep trying. It will happen. And I used to find this advice very annoying because I would always think you don't even know what I'm going through. So don't give me advice, right? But here is the thing, what we really need to understand is the impact which stress has on our body. Okay, so if we are taking too much of stress, see, little bit of stress is okay, no problem. But if we are taking too much of stress, if we are too anxious, we have racing thoughts, forever we are thinking what's going to happen, will I ever become pregnant, will I ever become a mother? So if the stress levels are very high, and not just fertility related, maybe in some other aspect of life, maybe stress is very high at work, right? Or maybe in family there are some issues, or maybe some other problems in life. So stress levels are therefore overall, let's say, very high. For your body, stress is like a tiger in the jungle. So if you are in the jungle and there is a tiger in front of you, what is your body going to think? The body is going to think that, how do I survive? Should I just freeze and not move at all? If the tiger attacks me, should I fight, right? Or should I run? Should I just start running? Okay. So this is called the flight or freeze mechanism of the body. Okay, so at this point of time, when there's a tiger in front, your body does not think about getting pregnant. It doesn't think about improving the sperm quality, improving the egg quality, balancing the hormones. It's not thinking about all of that. So and we want the body to think about that, right? So we have to signal to the body that stress is not a constant. There is no tiger. Everything is okay. And when you do that, you help the body switch on to growth mode. Fertility is growth mode. That normal, everything is going fine. Okay, now you can focus on fertility because the routine things are taken care of. So guys, you can just maybe write it down or just remember, next time when you take too much of stress, survival mode off. You have to switch it off. You have to switch off the stress, because only when you switch this off, the growth mode you will be able to switch on. Survival mode off, growth mode on. Survival mode off, growth mode on. You have to keep telling this to yourself. You just have to tell yourself, this is not worth it. It's spoiling my fertility. No matter what the stressor is, it is not worth it. I am not going to pay attention to this. Easier said than done. And therefore, there are a few tools and techniques that you can use for helping your body switch on to the growth mode again and again. Okay, so some of the bonuses that we share with you today are going to help you in switching on the growth mode. So for example, we will be sharing with you a meditation video. It's a small meditation video of maybe 5 to 10 minutes maximum. It is to help you release the pressure, release the self-doubt, get calmer, because pregnancy will happen when you have a calm environment, a pleasant environment. All right, so use this video when we share it with you today towards the end of the session. And now let's go through one more student's experience.
I and my husband basically started to plan a baby since 2014. We were married in 2012. Since 2014, we kept on trying with multiple assisted methods. None of them ultimately worked out. I was actually suffering from frequent miscarriages, the reasons of which were completely unknown to me, to any of the gynecologists that I met. And yes, I actually went through 3 to 4 miscarriages and went through a lot of different treatments. I attended the Fertility Boost program, which was conducted by Ms. Anchal Kapur, and yeah, she was my coach. Whole experience with this program and with the coach was very different. So whenever I used to go and meet a gynecologist, I used to get something which was generalized. That आप ये करो शायद वो हो जाएगा. You know, they used to suggest me a lot of things which were very much generalized. It was not specific to my condition. So it was always a trial and error method. Whereas with this program and this with Miss Anchal, she was very, very specific, and she was very much sure that this program will work out. I did get good guidance on how I can improve the blood flow, how I can improve my egg quality. There are a lot of things that I actually started understanding once I did the relearning course. First was obviously the whole perspective to change in a person once we are looking forward to this natural way of conception. The mindset. Second is the lifestyle, which basically included diet, exercise, a lot of visualization, and also various ways in which I could detox my whole body. I also got to learn about specific yoga poses which would help me specifically in the direction of boosting my fertility. So yeah, these were the 4 learnings out of this Boost Fertility e-learning course. Started realizing that obviously first 15 days were challenging, but then after I started, I got to know that I am on the correct path because I was going through follicular monitoring. My readings got better. My readings in terms of the estrogen levels, the egg quality, which is again the indicator through estrogen levels, got better. So even my gynecologist was quite surprised during the initial days that it was really working out. Within a span of 4.5 months, I got the news that I was waiting for. Obviously, this was also accompanied with a good amount of weight loss. The glow that I was looking forward on my face, which definitely would not have come through any other method, because this was a natural way. I got that glow within 3 to 4 months. I got that energy. I got that motivation, and I don't know, no matter what, how much other people used to demotivate me being vegan all this while, I was always motivated because I knew this would work for my body, and it actually did. So I always remember one thing that this actually told me: trust your body, and I still did that.
All right. So yeah, that was Sapna sharing about her history of miscarriages. So just remember, what did she do, which I'm also kind of saying again and again: prepare your body for conception. So here is Sapna with a history of miscarriages, so many that she doesn't even remember the number. In the video, if you heard her, she was not sure how many miscarriages she's had, but once she prepared her body for conception, things fell in place. I also want to share with you that, of course, Sapna's story is a little old, many years ago. But recently, this year, in June of 2026, one of her friends reached out to me along with her husband. Their ages were 35 and 37. They had been trying to conceive since 3 years. Karan's sperm motility was low, sperm count was low, Nimi had low AMH of just 0.3. They had already undergone one failed IUI, one failed IVF. So when she reached out to me, of course, she was super scared that I'm sitting at 0.3 AMH, and failed treatment histories. So do you think I can conceive? Can you help me with, guiding on fertility journey? And I said yes, because actually speaking, I have worked with AMH numbers much lesser than 0.3 also, which have gone ahead and conceived naturally. So we started working together. This was around April, and then June is when she conceived naturally. Okay, so now she's pregnant and she's got the much awaited success. Is natural conception possible for everyone? Well, in most of the cases, like the ones which you see here on the screen, natural conception is totally possible. Um, Even if you've gone through, treatments which haven't worked. So a lot of times I get this question that even IVF hasn't worked for me, so then can I get pregnant naturally? But that's the whole point. If the pillar is strong, you will if the foundation is strong, you can conceive naturally. So under all these circumstances, yes, natural conception is possible. There are a few fertility conditions where it may or may not be possible, right? So I have mentioned those conditions also over here. When I mention cyst, fibroids and polyps, it's a maybe, because depends on the size, depends on the location, right? If both fallopian tubes are blocked, obviously natural conception is not possible, etc., etc. So in some conditions it may or may not be possible, but otherwise in most fertility conditions, natural conception can take place. And just know that either ways, whatever your path be, even if you are someone who's planning to go ahead for treatment, just go with open eyes that treatments come with low success rates, and therefore the only way you can actually improve your chances of getting pregnant will be when you provide the best input in terms of good eggs, good quality, good uterine environment, good endometrial blinding, etc., etc. So foundation is very, very important, even when you are going for the treatments. And also know that treatments are very expensive, right? So some of you may have already spent a lot of money on treatment. So if you are planning to go that path again, at least prepare yourself before you go that path. All right. So now we are moving towards the end of the session. So I would like to introduce you to a workshop which I am conducting next month. This is a 2-day workshop on low AMH. It's on next Saturday and Saturday and Sunday, 18th, 19th July, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I'll be conducting the live low AMH workshop. So in this workshop, you will get a clear understanding of what low AMH really means. A lot of times it happens that women think their AMH is low, but actually it is not. Or women are panicking that, do I have any chance of getting pregnant? Whereas their number is not that low. There is no reason for them to panic so much. So I would like to explain all of that so that you can put the fear aside and really know that is your AMH low or not. Okay, so we cover this in the workshop. I will share with you the 9 pillars of fertility, which are the most important diet and lifestyle strategies that one should follow to conceive when the AMH is low. And I will also be giving you a decision making framework. Like, so some of the common questions are, like, can I conceive naturally? For how long should I try to conceive? Should I go for IVF? Do I need donor eggs, etc., etc.? So I will help you figure out what your next step should be, depending on your age, depending on what your AMH number is, depending on overall how is your fertility. And apart from the knowledge part, you will also be getting some practical resources so that you can go back and start implementing what you learn in the 2-day workshop. So I will be sharing with you a low AMH fertility diet plan. See, when your AMH is low, it's not about eating healthy. Okay, many of you may already be trying to do some changes in your diet to eat healthy, but no, for low AMH, you have to do little extra. Your diet has to be a fertility healing diet. So I will give you a diet plan. You will also get an AMH fertility yoga guide, which means some asanas which are best for getting pregnant with low AMH. We'll be sharing with you an ebook called 10 Fertility Nourishing Soups. So how you make those soups, what ingredients you use, with which technique you are making the soup, all of that has an impact on how nutritious your soup is. So that will be included in this ebook. And for the fertile mindset, we will also be sharing with you an ebook called 30 Fertility Affirmations, 30 days. How to use this ebook is again something I will explain to you during the workshop. So the idea is that yes, in the workshop you come and learn, but you also go back with these practical resources so that you can start implementing the plan. Is this workshop right for you? Should you join it? Well, if you've been diagnosed with low AMH, yes, this workshop is for you. You may be trying to conceive naturally, maybe you are preparing for IVF. You may be thinking, can I conceive in my own eggs, or do I need donor eggs? You may be looking for clarity instead of panic. So in this workshop, I am going to cover all of that for you. Okay, and the uh, workshop fee is 1999. For those of you who are here with us in today's session, we are offering a special workshop price of 999. So you can scan the QR code that you see here on the screen to register for the workshop. If you have any queries, we've also shared here the contact details, so you can get in touch with us through the number or the email ID as well. All right. Now, that's all from my side for today. So I'm going to move on to Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, you can start putting those questions in the chat box. SM says age 40. So SM age 40 is, I always say this, 40 is your chronological age. Your age is only going to increase, right, from 40 to 41, 42, so on and so forth. We can't reverse the age, but you may be 40 and from inside you're 50 years old. Your health is so bad, right? Or maybe you are 40, but from inside you are very healthy, very strong. So from inside your age is in 30s. So therefore, I say that getting pregnant is possible at 40 as well. Other factors, more than age, the other factors are important. Like what's your AMH, how's your egg quality, how's the sperm quality, right? It's a 50-50 journey. So we have to look at that also. And yeah, hormones, etc., etc. So work on those factors. Okay. For those of you who are here right now, we are also now sharing on the chat the bonus resources that you were supposed to get. So Swarnali from my team is putting out that message also in the chat box. So please download the bonus resources and keep them with you. Pallavi says, I have never tested AMH. So Pallavi, if you've been, see, it's not the first thing you need to go and test, but if you have been on this journey, let's say 6 months plus, or I would say even if your age-wise, let's say if you are 35 plus, you should definitely go and check your AMH. AMH is included in all these standard fertility tests. Preeti says, can you explain the slide before antioxidants? Let me just check. What was the slide before antioxidants? Actually, we will be sharing the recording. If you are on our WhatsApp group, why don't you watch in the recording? Preeti, can you watch in the recording? I hope you are there on our WhatsApp group. Otherwise, Swarnali, if you can also put the WhatsApp group link. Join the WhatsApp group, Preeti. We'll be sharing the replay link soon, maybe tomorrow. Rakshita says, tell me about the lubes. Should we use or not? Rakshita, if you're talking about lubricants, no, I would suggest you should not be using them. They may have chemicals and elements which can disturb the system. So no, you should not be using them. SM says only AMH is 0.3, all other things normal. But SM, that is the main thing, right? So again, this is something I hear very often, that only my AMH is low, rest everything is okay. But it doesn't matter. Low AMH, 0.3 is low AMH. You have to acknowledge it. And when your AMH is low, you will have to make like a special effort to really boost your fertility, fill in all the missing links so that even with 0.3 you are able to get pregnant. So if you found today's session useful, SM, then I would say register for the workshop, because right now, of course, we had only 1 hour today. But next week, the workshop that I'm going to do over the weekend, there I go into a lot of practical steps that you have to take. All right. Raksha says, will we get a recorded video of the class if we are unable to attend the July 19th class? Yes, recordings will be available. So if you are not able to attend live, yes, we will share the recording with you. Try, Raksha, to attend live, because then you can come and ask questions also. But by chance, if you are busy, then we will share the recordings with you so that you can see later. SM says progesterone is low, it drops. So any diet. So yeah, SM, this is exactly the point I was saying, that see, now you are talking. You said only AMH is low, rest everything is fine. But now you're also telling me progesterone is low. Okay. So all these things need to be optimized when your AMH is low. In today's session, whatever I have covered, follow that, because progesterone is dependent on your mindset also. Progesterone is of course dependent on your diet also, etc., etc. So whatever I've covered in today's session, pick up and follow from there, Deepa. Same for estrogen as well. And if you want to go deeper into this journey, then you have to register for the workshop. Any hormonal imbalance, yes, it can be reversed once we know what is the root cause and when you start working on that root cause. Runa says how to remove infection. Runa, by doing a detox. So in today's session, I've given some pointers on detox. So pick those. See, this session is not about giving you tips that eat this, your estrogen will come down, eat this, your infection will go away, because it does not work like that. Okay, that's why I was explaining to you the 4 pillars. We have to work in a holistic manner. We have to see what are the missing links. We have to address those. And with that, your body is able to get back into a state of balance. Anishka Saha says, my AMH is 0.5, my age is 30. How much time do you think I have to conceive? We have just started. So Anishka, generally healthy couples conceive within a year. So I would say that you have to, of course, see, when I say healthy couples, you have to go back. And if you attended today's session, some of the things I was talking about, the D, B12, ferritin, nutrients, this, that. Just see if you can incorporate all of those. How much time you have based on 0.5, this is something which needs more discussion. It is something I will be covering in the workshop that I'm doing next week. So, Anishka, I would say join the workshop. So the last part of the workshop, which I was just explaining here, that, I will give you a decision framework so that you are able to decide time-wise that how much time can I try, do I have time, do I don't have time. All of this I'll be covering in this module in the second day of the workshop. Mona says, is there any medicine or diet where we can improve X or Y in sperm with medicines or diet? Yeah, it's not just diet, Mona. It is diet, it is lifestyle, the 4 pillars that I explained. Chromosomes are basically a mirror of your egg quality, of your sperm quality. Eggs have a 90-day development cycle in the women's body. Sperms have a 64 to 74-day cycle in the male's body. That means what nourishment are you giving your body today is going to determine the egg quality or the sperm quality 2 months down the line or 3 months down the line. Okay. Hemant says, what is your qualification? Are you having any experience in this field? About the qualifications, Hemant, I'm a certified fertility coach, and about the expertise, you can also go and check the page mentioned here, fertility underscore naturally. It's a page that I've been running for many years now. So go over there and you will be able to see the expertise or the testimonials and all. If you attended the full session, I've shared a few stories in today's session as well. All right. Thank you, Deepa. Thank you, everyone else. Okay. Any more questions? I'll just wait for a minute. And for those of you who've registered for the workshop, we will be adding you to the WhatsApp group in the coming week. From Monday onwards, we'll start adding you to the program WhatsApp group. You can join over there, and further instructions about the program we will send you in the program WhatsApp group on Monday. All right. Rakshita says, what about meditation, ebook, and yoga? Swarnali, have you posted today's bonus gifts in the chat box? I miss seeing that. If not, just like post it again, so that if some people have missed seeing that, they can take a look. Apart from that, the AMH workshop that I will be conducting, there we will be sharing this guide, the yoga guide. So yoga guide will be for low AMH, will be included for those of you who register for the workshop and join over there. And similarly, the affirmations ebook is also a part of the workshop. So Rakshita, you can register and get access to these resources. For today's class also, you are getting some bonus resources. Those we have put in the chat box, so you can pick them up from there. Pooja says, my AMH is 1.45 and period flow is only for 2 days. I'm 25 years old, unmarried, sonography is normal and not PCOD and PCOS. What can I do? So Pooja, a normal period can be for 2 days. It can be for anywhere between 2 to 7 days. Okay, so a 2-day period is not abnormal if that has been the norm for you. Runa, how to improve AMH? Runa, that is again something I'll be covering here in the workshop, right? Whether AMH can be improved or not, I will also be showing you proof and examples of what I say about improving AMH. So yeah, this is part 1 of the program. So the part where I said I will help you understand what low AMH really means, there I will be covering this as well. Raksha says, is this only workshop or you conduct any programs for fertility? Raksha, I conduct programs also, personalized one-on-one coaching programs. If you would like to have information about that, you can share your number here with Swarnali from my team. She will get in touch with you. Swarnali, if you can just take down Raksha's number, and then we can Swarnali can reach out to you and explain about the program. Okay, I think that's all. I don't see any more questions for now. So we are good for now. We are good for today's session. So thank you everyone for joining, for taking out time on this Saturday afternoon. For those of you who've registered, I will see you next Saturday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then again Sunday 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and we will start adding you to the program WhatsApp group from Monday onwards. All right. And see, says I'm going follicular study with borderline thyroid and PCOS. Okay. So Ansi, this program is for specifically for low AMH. If your AMH is okay, I mean generally in PCOS the AMH is on the higher side. Then this program is not for you, but you can explore the one-on-one coaching program that I conduct. So you can share your number with my team. Or maybe just take a screenshot of this screen. The number is mentioned here. If you want to like message on your own, you can do that and we'll share the details with you. All right. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, and wish you all the very best in your fertility journeys ahead. I really, really hope that you find the success that you are looking for. SM, other dates I will be, no, right now these are the dates on which I'm conducting the session. But yes, if you're not able to attend live, we will share the recordings with you. Actually, last I did this workshop was last year, I think in September or October. So I'm actually doing this workshop after a very long while. And therefore I haven't really planned future dates for this as of now. But if you can't attend live, then we'll share the recordings with you. Okay, Umaira, I've heard what you are, I've seen your messages. So we will get in touch with you. Hemant says, my wife is not comfortable with English session, whether your program in Hindi also. So Hemant, if she can understand English, my program will mainly, I mean, the workshop will be mainly in Hindi, like today's session, English spoken, simple spoken English. If you think she can understand that, she can join. Her questions she can ask in Hindi. I can answer her in Hindi. That is not a problem. But if you think that no, understanding wise also, she will not be able to understand English, then this will not be the right program for her to join. You may explore the coaching program, because there it is one-on-one. So there, of course, I can talk completely in Hindi when I guide her. Thank you, Preeti. Preeti says it was nice experience that you've shared so many things about the fertility side of unknown part and answering every questions. Thank you, Preeti. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you, SM. All right, so I'm going to close the session for today, and for those of you who registered, I'll see you next weekend. And for everyone else, wish you all the very best for your journeys ahead. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.